Here comes the lightning round. Okay, good evening, everybody. Let me know if you can hear and see me. Takes a few minutes for it actually to go live a lot of the time. Get that going as well. Hello, guys. I see you there. Here comes the lightning. Hold on, I'm going to turn our volume down a little bit over here. There we go. You have a good season. Oops, let's turn that here. Sorry about that. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. We have every week we'll try to have a little something different going on. Welcome to the lightning room. Leave your comment in the chat so I can see you. I am getting us going now. Okay, I'm having trouble with the chat, so think I've got everything turned on. I see 4, but I am trying to get our chats going. Chats should be open now. I'm going to try this here. Say hello. Okay, I think I've got those turned on. Okay, we're going to leave this on as long as we possibly can. No promises. I'm telling you right now. It already feels kind of funny, the whole face thing, and then the glasses are on top of it. I don't know. But shall we get started? Okay, so tonight, all of October is going to be about Halloween stuff. Things that go bump in the night. Tonight's we're going to have some cursed things that show up. I'm going to tell you about a special little towns and spooky places that are haunted. So if you're ready, it is 8 o'clock and let's get started. Leave me a comment. Let me know that you are here. Hi, Sammy. Good to see you. I'm sorry we're having some trouble with our comments. So if I can't see you, bear with me. All right, here we go. The lightning room. First of all, how many have, oh my gosh. Okay. How many of you seen this doll? Annabelle? Okay, hold on. Thank you for letting me know. You can hear the feedback. Thank you. Is that better? Okay. Sorry about that. Thank you. Just let me know when you hear something going on and I'll try to set everything right. All right, if we're ready. How many of you have seen this doll? Annabelle. Yeah, I can't say anything too much about it because The Conjuring Last Rites just came out, and I'm known for giving up all the stuff, so I'm not saying anything else about it except, whoa, it was so good. It was very good. Okay, let's get started. First up tonight is the Haunted Object Hour. So what's going to happen is I'm going to show you some things that have been locked away in museums and places and tell you a little bit about their backstory. You're going to tell me, do you want to keep them or do we throw them out in the ocean? Do we bury them? What happens to them? Okay, first up tonight, Annabelle, the doll herself. The queen of creepy. She's locked inside of a glass case at the Warrens Occult Museum. You know the Warrens are behind all of the Conjuring series. She may just look like a raggedy doll, but visitors tell another story. They say she moves on her own. She scribbles messages on paper, even scratches or attacks those who mock her. Hello, hello, baby. Hello, good to see you. Sam's here. Good to see you. We've had some trouble with comments. No worry. So glad that you're here. So very glad that you're here, my John. So glad. Okay, so Ed and Lorraine Warren, this is the Annabelle doll. This first part is about things that are locked away in museums that should they stay locked away or should we just get rid of them? So Annabelle is one of them, and we're just discussing that she is in Ed and Lorraine's occult museum. They're famously known for being paranormal investigators and have really done a lot on that. It really brought that into the mainstream. Okay, so lightning room, you tell me. So she's a creepy doll. She moves on her own. She's known to hurt people. Hurt people. That's pretty serious. Do we want to protect Annabelle behind a museum glass, or do we drown that doll and let her swim with the fishes? Now, let me tell you something about Annabelle. Is she doesn't just, they've tried to get rid of her, I believe. You'll have to watch those series. Conjuring, I encourage it. Great series, or not series, movies, great series of movies. But Yeah, I don't know that I'd throw her out because I mean, word should come back. I mean, just lock her up sounds safe, right? Keep her locked up behind the glass. Do not have set her free and go. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. I agree. I agree. Keep her locked up. She's too dangerous. Sammy, too. Keep her locked up. All right, guys, we're ruling this one as a lock her up, keep her locked up. Don't let her ever get away. Okay, next up. We'll see what we have up next. Yeah, she's creepy looking, isn't she? I don't know how they consider it. She may look like a normal raggedy doll. She doesn't even look like a normal raggedy doll, to be honest with you. At least no raggedy doll I ever had. Okay, so anyway, let's get ready to move on. And I meant to ask my son exactly how to say this. I believe it's Dubuque box. Anybody out? Well, it's kind of hard for you to say it, right, during in comments, but okay, so that's what I think this is. And this, I'm not watching scary stuff. I know. I'm sorry. I know. Right. Don't watch it, except unless it's this program about Halloween and there's a scary story at the end. Full disclosure warning, trigger warning, scary story coming up. And some of these are actually scary. Anyway, you know what's the most scary about scary things is when they're real, right? I can watch almost anything and it not be real. Doesn't even just, it's just fine. It's great. It's not real. It's a movie. It's made to do that. It's supposed to react the way you react. But when it's real, that stuff's creepy, 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 creepy. Okay, the debut box, which I think I'm saying it right. Next, it's a wine cabinet with a spirit inside, right? Every owner who's touched it has reported terrifying nightmares, sudden illnesses, or strings of bad luck. One owner's hair fell out. Another felt like something was crushing his chest that night. Even Post Malone himself had a near death streak after touching it. Hmm. Full disclosure, this is a program just for fun and entertainment. Okay, so Lightning Room. What would you do with this box? Um, I mean, I'm not watching Annabelle. I got you. I like it. You watch anything Lightning Room. Okay, fair enough. That's all that really matters anyway. Okay, so do we store it away in a museum vault or do we slam dunk it? Another one for the oceans. Why we want to put everything in the oceans? What's the matter? Why are we doing that? Burn the box, burn the box. I know, but something tells me even burning it, like, I don't know, the ashes would like blow away and reassimilate in some other place, something or another like that. I don't know. I mean, kind of like I'm beginning to think maybe everything that's about to come up ought to just be put away wherever it needs to be. Excuse me, wherever it needs to be. Let's just put it there. Okay. So what say ye? Burn the box. Okay, burn the box. Keep it there. Leave it out of the oceans. Okay, leaving it out of the oceans. Hi, Bill. Good to see you. Okay, so burn the box, leave it out of the ocean, and keep it in the museum. Hey, Jules. Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Tonight is the beginning of our Halloween month. Every week's going to be about Halloween. There'll be some scary stories, some facts about things, just a variety of different Halloweeny stuff. And this is about things that are in museums that are haunted. So the decision is, do we keep them in the museum where they're supposedly, secret, I mean, sacred, ready to secure and behind, or what do we do? Japanese shrine. Oh, and Jules says, okay, perfect. And a Japanese shrine, as in one that's haunted or as in a place to keep it? My Mega. Mega, 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 good to see you. Okay. It's all it's I've been watching. All right, all right, all right. So this one has a variety. We want to not keep it, we don't want to put it in the ocean. We will keep it behind the museum and we want to burn it. Okay, so let's see what else we can come up with. Hey, 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 Sister Bear, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, it's creepy night to keep it protected and sealed. Oh yeah, and the Japanese shrine to keep it protected and sealed. Absolutely. So another protected and sealed when it comes to that. Hi Bob. Happy anniversary. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we're gonna get Lisa. This one is this is all haunted or all Halloween stuff for the month of October. And this is things that are in museums kept safely. So do we want to keep him in the museum safe or do we want to get rid of him? So this is, and he just looks so sad, doesn't he? This is the crying boy painting. Now let's step into a cursed gallery, shall we? In the 80s, 1980s, homes across the UK mysteriously burnt down. And in the ashes, firefighters kept finding the same painting, a portrait of a weeping child, always untouched, always watching. They began to whisper that the painting itself carried a curse. So cruel. What do you think? Look at that sad eyed child. Should he hang in a gallery for everyone to see? Or should he be another one that's float down in the sea with the fishies where it can't survive another fire? All right. Those of you trying to save the oceans, please say, keep it out of there. They keep wanting to throw everything in the ocean. They wanted to throw the last thing in there and they wanted to throw the doll in there. I say keep them locked up behind the museum doors or wherever they're at. Keep them where they can't possibly get out. What say you? What say you? The crying boy. Just as recently, that's only like 45 years. Houses just burned down, but in every fire, the firemen found, or in many of the fires, the firemen found the portrait of this weeping child. Obviously, kind of amazing, right? I mean, kind of creepy. I mean, had to be too spooky. I say, I don't know that you need to keep him in the gallery for all to see. I say put him in a gallery. Yeah. Thank you, Jomi. Thank you. I say put him in a gallery, not for all to see, but for him to stay so he's locked away and he can't hurt anybody. What do you say? I thank you. If that was thank you. And if not, if that's regarding Joms and her new haircut, oh my God, it is fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. Love it. Okay, what do you think? What say you, Answer May? What do you say? Do we keep it, get rid of it, still box filled with cement? I still think it'd come out somehow, but I like the still box filled with cement. I mean, that's beginning to feel a little bit safer. I mean, cement, that ain't gonna burn. I mean, well, yeah, that's not gonna burn. So if the box was in a house that had the painting in the box in the house, then would the house still be in jeopardy? I don't know. Get rid of it. Secure it. Put it place. Yeah. Put it someplace where it can't possibly get anything. Yeah, I don't know. Chopped it. I think that's just a beautiful frame. Actually, that's just a beautiful frame cut. Really, really beautiful frame cut. Okay, so we say get rid of them or keep them locked up. That's where that one ends up. Get rid of them or keep them locked up. Oh, I think all of these ought to be locked up. And Mega, you're right. I think the Chinese shrine just like, yeah, I think that would be totally secure there. Best thing we could do with it. Okay, next up. Bugsy's stoop chair. Well, looks like such an average, normal, kind of old style kitchen chair, doesn't it? It's a deadly seat you never want to rest on, apparently. Well, a little bit further back than the 1980s, we're going to head on back to the 1970s here. A man named Thomas Bugsby cursed his favorite chair before he was executed, swearing that anyone who sat in it would die. And guess what? Dozens of people tested the curse, soldiers, workers, even visitors. And they met with sudden, mysterious ends soon after that. I don't know. First of all, would you sit in the chair? Would you would you would you test that theory, hypotheses, rumor, conjuncture, truth? Would you test it? Would you sit in it or no? I wouldn't. There's no reason. Nah. I mean, I don't know if it could or it couldn't, but just because it could possibly, I'm ready not to do that. Yeah, I'm not that brave of a person. Not me. Nope. What about you? Are you that brave of a person? Would you sit in it? What say ye? Next. Yes, I would. Bob says next. Jill said yes, she would. Jill's, you would test it, wouldn't you? Yo, Al, you listening back there? Jules, yeah, you'd test it. All right. Who else? Who's going to test it? Who's not going to test it? And then tell me, what would you do with it? Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, not me. I don't know. Not me. Not me. Not me. Not me. Not me. Not me. Just no. Okay. Run, stay away. Yeah. That'd be me. Run as fast as like, yeah, hell no. Would be more like it for me, not hell yeah. I'd be like, if I got no reason to tempt it, I got no reason to tempt it. I'm good. I'm good. I'm really good. I'm really good. Okay. So what do you say? Okay. So now we know if we'd sit in it or we wouldn't sit in it. So do we rope it off in a museum or toss it, burn it? What? Not in the ocean. I know. I don't know what that was about. Sorry. Okay. But what do we do? You'd embrace the energy. Ooh, Jules, sometimes you scare me. Oh, we're going to have to talk about this situation a bit more honestly. Okay. So what do you want to do with it? Toss it, burn it, lock it up. I say lock it up. I think if you lock it up and you can keep it safe locked up, you lock it up. Put it in a tree for a deer stand. Really, Johnny? And Jules, are you encouraging her? Honestly. Okay, where's my timeout button coming? Although, I mean, and it wouldn't even be a comfortable chair, by the way. Poor dears. No reason to subject them to that. Okay, moving along, guys. This is a cursed plantation, the Myrtles plantation. You'd bring it home. Oh, Jules, I do believe that. Okay, it's a mirror that doesn't just reflect, it traps. At the famously haunted Myrtles plantation in Louisiana, the mirror is said to hold the souls of murdered women and children. Now, visitors know great way to protect the wildlife. Right, right. No timeout. Oh, I don't know about that. We were all fine with timeout last week. Now, let's not be picking and choosing. Okay, Jules. All right. So, hey, I had a friend who actually went to the Myrtles plantation, didn't see anything or anything like that, but swears that when she walked out of the room, she felt a brush by her and her earring fell. Never found the earring. Never found the earring. So I believe there's probably, you hear a lot about this, and being from Louisiana, this is one of those places. But what do you say about that mirror that's there? Some claim ghostly faces stare back at them from the reflection, faces that shouldn't be there, obviously. Would you keep the mirror? You're safe. I'm on my phone. I don't know how to do it from the phone. Doesn't mean act up now. Right. Oh, thanks. Here, I can't do anything, but don't act up. This is very helpful at this stage. Yes. Where is it located? I need to add it to my bucket list. Yeah, it's located in Louisiana, maybe. Where's it at in Louisiana? Like Alex. You know what? I can think of two places, but since I'm not sure, I'll instant message you. I really will. Put it on your bucket list. I hear it's quite the place to go visit. Have heard. Okay, so what do we want to do? So Jules answered it. Let's do that for the question. What would you do? Do you want to go visit it? Would you go visit a haunted mansion, a haunted house? Would you go visit it? Oh my God, it's down the highway from me. Yes, Lisa, where is it at? Tell me where it's at, the name of where it's at, or tell Jules so that she knows where it's at. Um, there's a haunted mansion in South Carolina too that's pretty famous. Oh, you know the name of it, Jones? Jules, they got good food, even better. Yeah. Louisiana's got some great, crazy food. Okay, so I would not go willingly. Okay, so that means you're up to a road trip. It's just not necessarily, you know, like maybe riding more like in the trunk. But well, I mean, it's not that the trunk is bad, but then you won't know where you're going. And when we get there, we'll open it up and then we'll be there. See, unwillingly, but you'd still go. Thank you, Chris. St. Francisville. Yes. St. Francisville, Louisiana. Absolutely. Okay. So there you go, Jules. St. Francisville, Louisiana. Put it on your bucket list. Put it on your bucket list. Okay, once again, this program is just this little show is just for fun, advertisement, and entertainment. Are you ready? More creepy stuff coming up. Trigger warning, if you don't like scary stuff, don't watch everything. Just move along or silence it. Okay, you would. Oh yeah, okay, so answering that. I think I would try that. I think I would. I think I would. Possibly. I have to go with the right backup. Like, right? I don't think I'd just like go on my own and be like that would be the deal. I like to have a little bit of backup that would feel like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, Johnny, you'd come, right? So you in the trunk, we're going, okay. So that's a road trip. All right, there we go. Okay, deal. Okay, here we go. Next on, we're going to move into the creepy history corner. Now, once again, what I find so creepy and scary about creepy and scary things is when they're real. If it's on TV, if it's a movie, heck, that's how they made it. You're supposed to jump, scream, and holler. That's the way scary movies work. But if it's real, that's always so scary. So get ready for a little bit of creepy history, if you will. And the first one up, I mean, it kind of reminds you of something that goes on today. Let me know. Let me know what you think about this. All right, here we get started. Good to see everybody. Bob, good to see you. Bill, good to see you. Ami, good to see you. Jules, good to see you. Chris, so glad you're here. Mega, so glad you're here. Sister Bear, so glad you're here. Love, 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 love you're here. Okay, let's get started. So this is what happened. This is a really long time ago. This reminds me of something today that they do in different places. But anyway, it was called the Dancing Plague of 1518. Picture it, right? In France, summer of 1518, a woman suddenly steps into the street and begins to dance. No music, no festival, just a wild, uncontrollable dance. And then she can't stop. But within days, dozens join her. Within weeks, hundreds. Men, women, young, old, their feet blisters, their bodies trembling, but still they danced. Some collapsed from exhaustion, others kept moving until their hearts gave out. Was it mass hysteria? Was it poisoning from the moldy bread laced with ergot? The same hallucinogenic behind LSD? Or was something darker pulling the string? What do you think? And this doesn't really compare at all, does it? Bring a machete? Yeah, I would. So I just saw that, Jules. Yeah, I would. You'd want to bring something, but it's not going to do any good, right? It's a ghost. What good is it going to do you? Okay, so the dancing plague. What do you think? People just mysteriously start dancing. They can't stop it. So is it? What is that called? Mass hysteria of some kind? Is it like what happens? What is that? What is that? A form of poisoning would cause you to act in that kind of crazy way. So what do you think? 1518 and in 1518 with the little bits of knowledge? I feel like they were being judged. I like that, Jules. They were being judged because they were just simply out there dancing, right? They weren't doing anything else but dancing. That could be very judgy. I can see why you would feel that way. That could have been very judgy. Okay, what do you think? That's Johnny. When I was reading it, I thought, no, I really can't compare it to that, but that was my first thought kind of thing. You know how they do those flash mobs? Like that kind of people just jump. It's like a mass hysteria sort of thing that starts to happening. Um, oh, yes, right. I know, but it's not. I know it was a little scarier because they couldn't just stop. They didn't just break up after hours of doing it. They literally, they died. Their heart stopped. They collapsed from exhaustion. I mean, Yeah, mass hysteria. I don't know. Horrifying. Yes. Horrifying, Sister Bear. Horrifying, horrifying. Okay, so yeah, flash mob. One day we'll have to get the group together in a flash mob. Still waiting for food to come up. Mega, the 1500s were probably boring and dancing in the street was fun. Maybe drugs were involved. I know, willingly or unwillingly, right? I mean, it was the 1500s, seriously. Imagine that. So we kind of have landed all over the place. I think it's hard. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? It could be either way. It could be either way. Mass hysteria definitely leads that pattern. I mean, and it would cause you to over everything. I mean, yeah. Bob says drugs. Yeah, I don't doubt they weren't involved, but willingly or unwillingly. Hmm. Because it's possible there was some poisoning in that moldy bread, right? I mean, and back in that time, alien mind control. Yo, you hear this, Al? Luna, y'all hearing this, B? Y'all hearing this? Really, we're going to blame the aliens now. I don't think they're going to agree with this. I just don't think they're going to like that at all. Al's ancestors, oh no, this was the 1500s, but I don't know. That just doesn't even seem fair. That just doesn't seem fair. Go ahead, blame it on them. They can't defend themselves. Never mind now. They're just throwing you out there for no reason at all. They just throwing you out there. All right, let's move along. Kind of all over the place with this one though. Really is. It's a hard one to. It's a hard one to know. All right, next up. And we will revisit this story. Excuse me, and we will revisit the story a little bit. Aliens have no age. Thank you, Jules. You're absolutely right. Okay, now we're going to drift into open waters. December, a little bit further than the 1500s. We're going to move to 1872. The Atlantic Ocean. A merchant ship called the Mary Celeste is spotted, drifting silently. When boarded, it's perfectly intact. Food supplies are untouched. The sails are still up. Cargo is secured. But the crew's gone, vanished. Not a single trace of them on board. No signs of violence, no signs of panic, just emptiness. Now, about this one, theories still whirl about this today. Some say it was mutiny, some say it was pirates, others whisper about sea monsters, and even, Joms and Jules, alien abduction. So, what happened to the Mary Celeste? What do you think? Okay, Ghost Ship was one of the creepiest movies I ever did. Oh, that was. Oh my gosh, that was Nightmare. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that was not good. Titanic. I love that movie. Yeah, a little bit of a far cry from the scary part. Definitely a little love story there. Now I'm gonna find it. Which one are you gonna find, Jules? You're gonna find Titanic, or you're looking for Ghost Ship? Ghost Ship was freaking scary. It was a good one. It was a good one. Tom's alien abduction. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're not the only person. And on this, it's been all over the place and never really. Theories still go about what happened, what was wrong, what could have it been. I think the least likely was the sea monster. I don't know about the parents, pet parents, like the pirates. How about the pirates? Mm, not sure about the mutiny either. I think, I don't know, ghostly inhabited somehow, ghostly manifestation took them. I don't know, something happened. Or alien abduction sounds right. Obviously, they found Atlantis. Thank you, Mega. Atlantis it is, one that is not swirling around out there. I can almost guarantee you. We need to put it out there. Like, isn't that was one of those things you can do and add to the thing? Okay, next, Jummy, Ghost Ship, when the wire cuts everyone in half. Oh my gosh, right. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking about that part, Jules. You too. Seriously, I'm gonna look for my button. Bermuda Triangle. Bermuda Triangle. Where is it located? You know what? I don't know why it doesn't say that. I don't know why that hasn't come up as a thing. We need to look that up. Bermuda Triangle. That's really good. Was it there? Was it in that area or location? It says the Atlantic Ocean. Be good to know where. I have to look it up. You know, we have a little thing on it coming up, so let's see if it tells us more about it. So any number of things, right? Strange, spooky, not really solvable. Like, all right. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. John's on our computer now. John's behave yourself a little bit, kind of, sort of. Okay. Remember last week, guys. Let's try to behave ourselves. Let's just simply try to behave ourselves. Okay. This next one, really, like, I couldn't even put a picture with this. It was just a for fun play picture because I don't know what you say. The real things really are just too creepy. They're all weird and creepy, but just too creepy. Okay, innocent. Oh, yeah, I can tell, right? No, time out. Okay, okay, Jules, behave yourself. No, stop. Just behave yourself. Bob's behaving himself tonight. Bob, where are you? You know, football's on. I'm beginning to question Bob. Okay, well, here we go. Okay, Pennsylvania. The town's still burning from 1962. Till today, the Bermuda Triangle extends from Miami to Puerto Rico. Thank you very much. Let's find out where the Mary Celeste actually was at. And yeah, well, now we know that'll help us out a lot. Thank you very much for that. Okay, now imagine living above fire itself. In 1962, a coal seam beneath Centralia, Pennsylvania, caught fire. No one thought much of it until the fire never went out. Decades later, the fire still burns underground. Streets buckle, smoke hisses from cracks in the earth, homes crumble as the ground shifts beneath them. The town was evacuated, houses demolished by a handful of stubborn residents still live there above the flames. Local says it feels like standing on the edge of hell itself. The heat rising from below and the thick smoke that's in the air. Okay. Tell me, wow, our town's still burning freaky, right? Right. Jules, I think we are. Sister Bear, wow. I know. Can you imagine that? That's just so creepy. So creepy. So I guess the question on this one would be, would you move? If you could. I mean, what if you can't? But it really sounds like they have the option of moving. They choose those that choose to stay. So technically, hell is below us. Technically, yeah, Jules. Technically, if it's below us, well, then it's just a little town in hell, right? Hell town. Okay, stop. So, would you live there? Yes or no? Would you live there? Would you live there? I wouldn't. Nah, I wouldn't. Just because it wouldn't be, I wouldn't enjoy the heat. I wouldn't enjoy the smoke. If I'm not going to enjoy it, why am I going to live there? I'm not going to live there. Nah, I don't think so. Not for me. What about you guys? Anybody want to live above hell? Given the context that you'll put that in, we all do now. But anyway, I digress. Go on. John says no. Yeah, no. I'm a no. Yeah, I'm a no. Jules says, hell no, 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 no. Okay, Sam's a no. All right. Yep, there's a lot of no's going on here. Yeah, I just that just doesn't even begin. That just doesn't. Next up, another just too much. Jules already do. Stop it and behave yourself. Stop it and behave yourself. I always say I live where dirt goes to die. I still believe that that's probably true. Okay, this is another good one. This is another good one. Okay, a good bad one, right? The Great Molasses Flood, 1919 Boston. Hey, we've gotten closer. It sounds silly, almost sweet until you hear the screams. January 15th, 1919, a massive storage tank filled with over 2 million gallons, this mass of 2 million gallons of molasses burst in Boston. A tidal wave of sticky syrup 25 feet high 25 feet high, rushed through the streets at 35 miles per hour. Wooden helms splintered. Horses were swallowed whole. People were trapped, crushed, suffocated in all that goo of syrup. 21 people died, over 150 were injured. And here's the part that sticks with you. Survivors swore that you could hear muffled cries below the syrup for days. Crazy story, not even a question at the end of it. Just simply a crazy story, right? Just a really crazy story. Ugh, I can't. That is just spooky, right? That is just spooky. I can't. And terrible, right? Those are our responses from Jum's Jules. Sam's, ugh. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, some things are just too they're just too horrifying. They're just too scary to even but hey, it goes with our thing tonight. So I guess there wouldn't be any question. It was just like no. Jules, oh my gosh, Jules, was it hot? I hope not. Sounds like that was quite enough for that. I would hope not. Okay. I think this is our last up on this particular thing. Then let's go to something maybe a little lighter. Okay. Next up, are you? Yes, Jules. I need to ask Chatty about this one. Okay. Yes, we did find out if it was. Find out. Do find out. Instant message me. Let me know. Was it hot or no? Okay. Now we're going to do something, bringing us forward again a little bit about the same time, actually. The Radium Girls. 1970 to 1920s. How many of you like paint? Well, listen up to this one. Now, the factories of the early 1900s is where we're going. Young women hired to paint watch dials with a new wonder paint, radium. They were told it was perfectly safe, encouraged even to lick their brushes to make it a fine point. They painted their teeth and their nails. They made themselves glow for fun at parties. They were the shining girls. But soon their teeth fell out, their jaws rotted, tumors grew, their bones, when x-rayed, literally glowed in the dark. Many died young, their bodies poisoned by the very paint they thought was harmless. Wow. That's not even a haunting thing. I mean, that's just a scary thing. Goodness. That is just a scary thing. The Radium Girls is what they were nicknamed. So, how are you done? Ready for the end of our stories that are scary, haunting, or I don't want to hear anymore? Let's move on to some frightening fact or fiction. Not too bad at all, I tell you. A little bit of easy stuff. Let's get to the light side of things, shall we? Lighten it up before our last story of the evening. Okay, guys, you ready to get going with this? Next is going to be the lightning room. Frightening fact or fiction? Here we go. Jules, during the Great Molasses Flood of 1919 in Boston, the molasses was indeed hot when it burst out of the storage tank. Ooh, yikes, Jules. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Okay. Thank you for the facts. Thank you for checking. Thank you for checking. Okay. Yeah, right. Both, Joy. Yes, yes. Yikes. That's just a lot. Okay. Let's get started with some fact or fiction, shall we? Guaranteed not to be too crazy. Guarantee you not to be too crazy. Oh, yes, Sam, that would be horrible. Yes, I can't even imagine. Okay, fact or fiction? Let me get out our little thing here. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Okay, fact or fiction? The rat rib cage. Interesting, right? The fact rib cage. Rats can collapse their rib cages to squeeze through a hole the size of a quarter. Yes or no? What say ye? Fact or fiction? We have a lot of fact coming up. We have a lot of fact or fiction coming up. Fact, it says. Rats can collapse their rib cages to squeeze through a hole the size of a quarter. Bob, Joey, facts, facts, facts. Sam, facts, facts, facts. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that rat, that little, ugh, I know, aren't they creepy? Rats are creepy all by themselves. They kind of go with Halloween, don't they? Just because they're creepy. Okay, so the eternal, oops, I'm sorry, hold on a second. I didn't move off our little rat. All right, the eternal blink. When you die, your eyes can continue to blink for up to 30 minutes as the muscles spasm. So, yes or no? Yes or no? Hey, rats, right? I know, right? Okay. All right. Yes or no? Fiction. Okay. The eternal blink. False. Muscles can spasm briefly after death, but eyes don't keep blinking for 30 minutes. They just don't do it. They just don't do it. False. Yes. Jules. No. Mega. Yes. 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 All right. No. I mean, no. Right. No is right. Like when left is right, right is left. You know that. Like, okay, so you're all right. That's not true. That is absolutely false. Let's move on to our next one, shall we? Wait, true. No, no, no waiting. Jules, you called it. False. It is false. Okay, how about spider dreams? Check this out. True or false? The average person swallows at least 8 spiders in their sleep every year. True or false? Do you swallow 8 spiders in your sleep every year? True or false? What say you? Too many Hollywood scenes where they got too close, where they got to close their eyes. Yep, yep, yep. Too many. False. Johnny says false on the spider stuff, swallowing spiders. No way. That's not true. Sam says, oh, I pray not. What about getting in your ears? I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Okay. I had false first. Okay. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Okay. True. Tasty. Ugh. I mean, at least fry the suckers, would you? At least freaking fry the suckers. Okay. The answer to spider dreams is false. It's a total myth. No evidence that people swallow spiders in their sleep regularly. There is no evidence that people swallow spiders in their sleep. So rest comfortably tonight. You're not going to swallow any spiders, at least according to what everybody says. Okay. So I get bit by them at night. I believe that happens. I believe that can happen. Yep. They're all creepy crawlies all over the place, aren't they? Okay. Ooh, spiders. That's a good one, Jules. I like that picture. All right. How about this? How about this? Bone dust in the air. So, crematorium workers report that fine human bone dust often escapes the ovens and settles on nearby buildings like snow. Hmm. Anybody say something? So, not me. Okay. Caramel spiders will kiss you in your sleep. Ah, show me a picture of one. You have to send me a picture of one so I can see. Huh? Oh my God. Yeah, Jules, we need a picture of that. I'm not familiar with a camel spider. Camel spider. I'm not familiar with that. Okay, so true or false, fact or fiction? Does it settle on nearby buildings like snow? So often escapes. Is that true or fact? True or fact? Let me know what you got. Excuse me here. Okay, coming up with the answer to it. I know, right? False. We've got two falses. Do you know? Sammy says no way. Ami says false. What do you think? Crematorium workers report that fine human bone dust often escapes. I mean, I had the answer, but kind of, I'd hate to think that that would happen. However, okay, I'm going to look. All right, I would imagine there would be such strict regulations around crematoriums that it is false, right? I would go with you on that. The answer, according to sources beyond me, is mostly true. Crematorium emissions can include fine particle matter, including tiny bone ash and dust. It disperses in the air through regulations, though regulations do limit this. The snowfall on nearby buildings, imaginary, is exaggerated, but based on reality. Okay, so imaginary, but based on reality. So it's not probably as pronounced as it looks like snow, but it's probably there, right? Is what I'm gathering from this. That is it. Okay, Megan. The camel spider thing is a myth, apparently. They used to say they would crawl on your face while you're sleeping. Oh, fascinating. Oh, okay. Jules, oh my God, didn't look. Scariest spider ever. Right, right. Okay, so you looked that make believe one up. All right. Okay, so I'm definitely going to have to look him up. I for sure am going to have to look him up. Okay, let's check out the dolphin detective, shall we? Here you go. The U.S. Navy once trained dolphins to carry poison darts and attack enemy divers during the Cold War. True or false? You know how smart dolphins are. Like, seriously, I mean, they're supposed to be a really smart kind of critter. Kind of a really smart. Kind of a really smart sort of critter. What do you think about the dolphins? True or false? Did they have the dolphins helping out? Did they have the dolphins working out? They have them working for them? True. I know. I kind of believe that true. I kind of believe that too. Because dolphins are so smart. I can't help believe that they wouldn't have used them. Okay. And the answer is true. The U.S. Navy trained dolphins and sea lions since 1960. That is absolutely true. Good job, guys. That is absolutely true. All right. Now we're going to close off the evening here with our scary story time. Speaking of the Mary Celeste, remember her? Well, out in the endless stretch of the Atlantic Ocean, there's a story sailors still talk about, and it is the Mary Celeste. So turn down your lights a little bit, sit back, and let me tell you a story about the Mary Celeste. Back in December of 1872, the merchant ship Mary Celeste set sail with 10 souls on board. Captain Benjamin Briggs, his wife, their little daughter, and a well-seasoned crew. The weather was fair, cargo was secure, nothing seemed amiss. But just a month later, another vessel spotted her, drifting silently, aimlessly, like a ghost across the waves. When they boarded her, the scene was chilling. The sails were up, the cargo was intact. The lifeboat was gone, but everything else remained. Barrels of alcohol still sealed, food supplies untouched, even the cabin's log sitting open on the desk. There was no blood. There were no signs of a struggle, just silence, eerie silence. It looked as if the entire crew had simply walked off the ship in the middle of their day. Some believe the crew panicked, abandoning the ship for reasons no one can quite explain. Others have whispered of pirates, sea monsters, and even abduction, alien abduction. But here's what makes the skin crawl. There's nothing wrong with the ship. There's no storm damage. There's no leaks. There's no reason to leave. If they took the lifeboat, it should have been spotted nearby, right? But it wasn't. 10 people vanished without a trace. Their bodies were never found. And since then, sailors who passed near the site claim to see her again, the Mary Celeste. They see her sails full, drifting on the wind, a phantom ship searching for her crew that never returned. Some say on quiet nights at sea, you can hear faint voices carrying over the waves, calling for help, or warning others, turn back. So, Lightning Room, what do you think happened aboard the Mary Celeste? Talked about that earlier. A crime, a curse, something far darker, waiting still beneath the ocean surface. All right, guys. The end of our story, and it is the end of our night. I hope you've enjoyed our first October. We're going to be doing Halloween stuff all month long. If you have any ideas, please let me know. Share them, instant message me. Hope you enjoyed our storytelling tonight. We'll be doing a show on just movies, scary movies, the scariest movies of all time. That'll be coming up this month as well. But do share your ideas. Do let me know if you have anything that you might want us to do that we're not currently doing. Jill's right. I know it was kind of a scary thought. It is kind of scary just to know that they're true, right? Just to know that they're true makes it so scary. Nighty night, John. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Don't let anything bite tonight. Hey guys, lots of peace and love. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure you join us next week because the whole month is going to be filled with October things. Instant message me, put it on Facebook, send it in comments on YouTube. Let me know if you have any ideas about what you might like to do. Jumps, and if something goes bump in the night, I will be of no help. Yeah, if something goes bump in the night, I ain't moving. It ain't no bump without me. Okay, guys, peace and love always. Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you next week. I'm going to stop our share and we will see you later. Thank you and good evening.